Hey guys, welcome to another video. So right now we are going to work on a practice sketch kind of as a warm-up, and then we're going to get to drawing most likely a dragon. I think I might do it in my sketchbook, we'll see, or I might actually try to draw it on a piece of illustration board. We'll check. So I'm going to roll the intro and then we will get to it. Alright guys, welcome back. So, intro done. We're going to work on a practice sketch. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing first. And you guys can follow along with me. So I'm going to be working on practicing my rendering. So as you can see, I've got some practice done here. I'll pull this up a little bit closer so you guys can see what I'm working with here. You guys have seen this in my sketchbook before, practicing drawing something lightly, medium, and dark using one pencil, practice shading or rendering a sphere, and then did some geoforms, working on the occlusion part, which is like this area underneath of it, I think, if I'm correct. And then I did a study here. And if you're wondering what I'm using this reference pack that I've got off of qbrush.com or .co, but it's, what was the pack called? It's called Fundamentals, Basic Forms, and there's two different ones. There's the one with shiny, and that I haven't downloaded yet. And then there's also this one that's the basic one that I got. And there's two different files here. This was the first one that I did, which is here. And now I'm going to work on this one. Or actually, let me see. I want to find something I find more interesting. Let's see if we can see if we can find one that I like. It's just a warm-up, so I'll go ahead and pick the second one. We'll go back to back. So this is the one I'm going to work on, and you guys are going to watch me draw. You can follow along if you like. The pencil that I used for this, including this, except for the background, and here I use this 2H, or not even a 2H, it's an H pencil. It's the General's pencil. General pencil. You can find the variety pack for like maybe $10, $12 on Michael's. Possibly cheaper at Walmart or Target or something. Now, the part that I use for this black part back here, I used this Faber-Castell black pencil. You can always use like a regular color pencil or like a, what's the other one? Prismacolor. But this is just the one I have in my cup that I can grab from right away. So let's go ahead and get sketching here. We're about 5 minutes in, 4 minutes, something like that. So let's go ahead and sketch this out. I'm probably going to sketch this small cube first, and then we'll go with the other ones. It doesn't need to be big. This is just a warm-up for myself. But actually, I want to There we go. I want you guys to be able to see it. And I'm sketching lightly. And it doesn't have to be a perfect match for the image that I have as far as like the angles and stuff. I'm just trying to eyeball it here. If I need to erase it, I will. But I think here. So I am going to erase it. Alright, and then the other one, I'm kind of trying to base, eye it where the other square would be. And it goes slightly above this one, but not too much, so. And it kind of matches up here. I'm trying to keep an idea of where certain lines are. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I don't want it just random either. I don't want this too big because this is just a study, a warm up at the same time. So this goes over here, yeah. Okay. And there's the, so we've got this. So now I'm going to go ahead and work on, try to make this straight. There we go. So now I'm going to work on getting this down here. So I know this is, oh, it's not straight. There we go. That's a lot better. There we go. So let's get this part here. I think this has got a little bit of a angle, a slight angle. So I'm gonna put this here. And then we're gonna go up here. And then, so angled here. So here. I feel like this long rectangle is a little bit harder for me because it's harder to see the angle that these lines go because they're not as long for some of them. With the like these shorter lines. So I think that's it. That's it. I'm trying for it not to. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a warm up. But I am going to get a piece of paper to do a line for the background just so I can. That's got ideas on it. I don't want to put that out there. I don't know where. Dang it. Okay, I'll do this. If you guys are wondering what these stuff is, it's for school. So if anyone's in the medical field or in the coding, it's a medical coding stuff. So, all right, we've got this laid out. We've got the ground here, background here. Let's go ahead and sketch some stuff out. So I'm going to do a rough like base over the whole thing, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm trying to figure out what's the best angle for me. Actually, I do want to fix this line here. And then I do want to fix this. You don't have to, but I am just trying to make this as cleaner line here. Okay. All right, trying to figure out which way is the best. I will be moving my sketchbook around. I know previously in my other videos I tried to keep my sketchbook for the most part stationary, but it was not the best thing for me. So I did a basic like flat tone. I am going to use a blending stub for this one, so just so you guys are aware, I'm going to use a blending stub. I've got my small eraser, I've got my regular eraser or medium click eraser, and then just the H pencil. So those are the tools I'm going to be using if you want to try to use the same tools. So I'm doing another light pass over just the parts that I know have more shading or have darker in tone. So like here and here. And then also there's this, sorry, as you guys can't see. So here and here is where I did the second pass. And there's this line here that this needs to be covered in, right? So we're going to work on that. So I'm really going here, here maybe. Actually goes up somewhere. And I can blend it out later, but I'm just going to do a light pass here. And I might do another pass with this one and here. And I'm pretty much just letting the weight of the pencil tone the paper. I'm not pressing hard on it. I'm doing the same technique that I did with the dragon that I did in my previous video, where I'm just kind of going in different directions, so that way there's no one harsh directional line with the paper or with the rendering. So I'm not going to blend it out yet. I'm still going to work on the other shapes. I'm going to do this one. So in this particular picture, the dark part does not go all the way down. There's some light hitting here. So I'm going to kind of leave it. I'm only going a little bit halfway down, or a little bit more than halfway down. But I'm not going to go all the way down here. I'll kind of leave it there. And then the top has got another boom. And there's actually, this is darker than this, so I'm going to do one more pass here. And we can go, I'm going to go back and darken things up as I go. Now this one, there's light hitting here and here. This is the darker side here. So I'm not pressing hard, just kind of letting the weight of the pencil and the pressure of me holding the pencil. And I'm holding my pencil back here just because I know if I hold it up here, I'm going to be a lot harder on it. So I'm holding it back here to kind of help with the light pressure. But that's just me. Everyone's different. All right. And I can also press hard harder with my hand back here. So if I'm doing it lightly, just kind of give you an idea, that's me pressing lightly. And this is me pressing a little bit harder as my hands back there. And this is pressing me as hard as I can with my pencil, my hand being as far back on the pencil as I possibly can. So I still can get a gradient with my pencil, with me holding my pencil back here. So now we're going to go ahead and start smudging some of this stuff out. I'm going to go from the lighter part and then work my, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I want to kind of go from the light area because I don't want to carry that dark into the light. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this light part first. And then I'm going to do the rest of it. So I'll probably do this part together. And I'll come back here and get that part. And then I'll go here and work my way up. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to work on the lighter part first here. Now I'm not pressing hard either. And I'm going to do this and just work my way up here. And then go across here. And then do the same thing here. And then okay. So I'm going to define this line more here. Not too much. There's a harsher line here. So actually, so I'm going to work on darkening this part here. So I'm going to push this a little bit darker, not too much. Like I said, this is just a warm up. I'm going to, but I feel like this is going to get me into the right mindset to work on the dragon piece that I want to work on. I'm just going to go ahead and blend this. I do want to darken these areas here because I feel like it's too light compared to this. So I'm just going to darken slightly. So I'm going to kind of just wipe this off here so I can clean it. And then we're going to blend. Boom. I'm going to go the other way too. Okay. And then I'm going to work on this more here because it's a clear defined line here. And then here. And I'm going to work on darkening this part. There we go. And I'm going to blend up here because I want to keep this part the lightest. Okay. I feel like this needs to be darker up here. There we go. There we go. I'm going to define this line more here. Here we go. All right, so now we're going to work on this one. I'm still pressing lightly. A little bit harder than the first pass, but I'm going to define this line more here. Not really too much going on here, or too much talking. And just like the pencil marks, I'm trying to do the same with the drawings with the blending stub. I just want to see how I like that compared to going like one way. That's just me. I'm gonna go lightly over this. And I'm just gonna blend it down here just a little bit to kind of help darken that area up there a little bit. Then we're gonna draw. I'm going to define this. So here. And I'm putting that. And then, all right, let's blend this out. I'm going to darken this up some more. And go here. If I get too dark. Yeah. Well, once again, this is just a warm-up, so I'm probably going to leave it. I'm probably going to leave it at this. I'm going to try to straighten these up just a little bit. I messed up there. There we go. All right. I'm not gonna do the shadows. I kind of want to. Let's do the shadows slightly, because I think that might help tie it all together. Because like this goes out here. Like here, there we go. And I'm going to blend these out. I'm going to blend the shadow out. I'm going to do this one here. And there's a shadow here. All right, I'm gonna blend this real quick and then we'll come back and work on the dragon. All right, so that's it. I'll be back and we'll work on we'll start working on the dragon. All right, guys, so we are back. We are going to work on, so I'm gonna turn this volume down that I have my headphones here. We're going to work on the dragon picture. I'm actually going to put it on illustration board or illustration paper. So I'm going to show you guys a dragon that I do want to draw out. Now, the sketch was done in actual Procreate. I'm going to show you guys what the image looks like. Procreate, boom. So this is the image that I have, and I think what I'm going to do is going to do this on a separate layer just in case. I think what I'm going to do is literally kind of go from here and leave this. So pretty much, let me change the color and maybe the brush. Let me change the brush here. So I think what I might do for the illustration piece, I might cut it off here to where it's just this part, because what I want to do, and what I'm going to do, let me duplicate this real quick, is I want to, let me do a change. I want to kind of do this. So I might have to do it this way, I think this, and try to fit this on the page. So I'll probably expand this out, down, or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But let's go ahead and get to sketching. I do have some reference pulled up on my Rapid Viz. I'll close that out. So like bulls and rhinos. I might look at some other stuff that I have on the other side, but this is what I've got just to kind of for this particular image. And yeah, so we'll go ahead and get to it. And actually, while I'm at it, insert photos. Sorry guys, give me 1 second here. I do want to upload some other images of like bulls and stuff here. And dragon references. Let me see what I'm working with. So done. Probably put this down here. All right, so It's going to be on illustration board. I'm going to see if I can zoom out. Nope, I'm just going to have to lift this up some. There we go. So let me put my pencil back here. So we're going to work on the illustration board. This is Artist Loft, a level 2 illustration board, Bristol board. So I'm going to, a part of me wants to maybe draw on a piece of computer paper, get a feel for it, which I think I might do. So give me 1 second. Alright guys, welcome back. So just as a heads up, you guys might hear some noise in the background, but hopefully in the next few weeks that will completely change, as I will be moving and I will have my own space and we will not have to worry about background noise outside of Tiger. So alright, so let's pull up. So what I want to do here is, I think you guys can see that. Yeah, you guys can. Here and then here. And then I think I want to do something like this, maybe. And then I think I might want to do a larger horn. And then I might want to look up a ram. And then this is on the other side. You might see that part. And then I want a horn. I do want to pull up, let me pull up the actual reference of the rhino here. Let me see here. So let me pull up. Oop. Let me see here. Go back. There we go. And then, so the rhino nose is not directly at the front, but like here. And then that's a lump here for the horn. It's going to be a single horn creature. And then how I have it is here, and then I'm not sure quite how I'm going to do the eyes yet, but here, and then I want this to jet out here like that. And then I want to, I do like this here, but I want to expand it out. So let me erase this here. So, but yeah, hopefully in the next, like maybe in the next 4 videos or so that I record, or within the next few videos, I'll be able to have, you guys will not have to worry about background noise at all. So that would be nice to have some silence here. I do want to have a regular like lizard snout thing going on, so but yeah, so here's that. And then I don't want to make this a horn. Actually, let me try it. Where's my tracing paper at? Sorry, guys. You want to try something out and not mess up what you have. The tip is to use some tracing paper, because then you can test stuff out without having to mess up your stuff here. So I'm gonna say here, and then here, and then no, I'm not gonna add the horn there. That's not gonna be a horn. It's just gonna be a part of like the bone structure. Might want to keep this that I had, like these scales type, like that, and then maybe I can actually, if I do this, I can actually give it some design like that, and then do it this way. Okay, I think that might be good. And then I think that's gonna be good for me. For me anyway, I don't need to do a lot of I don't like doing a lot of like sketching. I know people who will do, or I know there are people who might do like a full-blown on detailed sketch before getting into it. Between what I have here and my reference, I think I should be good. I also even have an armadillo because I like how the layering effect of the head area, and then also like the body area, so I might use that later. So yeah, I'm also gonna look up a ram real quick for reference for the horns. So, ooh, what's that? That's pretty cool. I might look that up right now. Stay focused. So let me look up a ram. Let me see. Actually, that's a perfect picture right there. Download image. And let me see what else we got. Let me see. I think that should be, let me just double check here, guys. Sorry. Oh. I want to kind of rush through the gathering the reference, that way I'm not just on here for minutes on end. But I also want to make sure you guys see my true process as well. Let me see. I get that one. Because as much as I'm looking up horns, I could use that same texture for the horn at the front if I wanted to. Let me do dynamic. I'm also going to look up dynamic lighting as well and see. we'll figure out the lighting later because honestly, I need to do the line work first before anything else. All right, so I think this is what we're gonna stick with here. I'm gonna add my other photos here to my reference. So give me a second, let me add that. Done. And I will let you guys see what I've got going on here. So the 2 references for the rams, got the bulls, the rhinos, dragon, armadillo, and a horse, and I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right. All right. So I'm going to use my H pencil so I can lightly sketch this in and kind of figure out the placement. I kind of want the, you know what, I'm trying to figure out how I want this. Almost like dead center, yeah. I could pull out my light box, but I'm going to try to attempt to rough it in without it. And then if I need to, I will get it and you guys will see me trace over my own piece. So maybe I should I want to see. Okay, so I think I want to have it here. So that means this is here, that is here, this is here. So that means the head is actually here. Here, and I'm trying to see how far this comes down. So here, it comes down further than I thought it would. So that's cool. And I don't expect you guys to really see much. I'll bring this down some. Hopefully you guys can see it, but I'm not expecting you guys to see much with this very light sketch. So I'm gonna go here. I might have to bust out the light box. Give me 1 sec. Let me get my light box. All right, I got my my light box here. So give me a second. I don't know what the hell I have on it. What the hell is this? All right, whatever. I think it's like tape residue and some other stuff. So I'm going to plug this into my computer that I have on the side. And then we will go from there. And it's going to be bright for you guys, so sorry. But I'm going to back this up so you guys can see. So hopefully you guys can see that. I like that. And I think I'm going to readjust it. So I think I'm going to have it almost like right there. Actually, let me do this. Where's my tape? Tape. All right. Sorry guys for the noise. Okay, I've got some artist tape here. It's got lint all over it. So I'm going to put that here. All right. I do want to darken up some of these lines though. So I'm going to turn this off for a second, just so I can see, just to kind of get an idea of what I'm coloring or drawing here. Okay. All right. Here we go. Turn this on. And boom. All right. Let me see. I think that's a good area. It's almost centered. So we'll leave that here. So give me a sec. Let me tape this down. See dog hair and lint, but hey, it's life. I don't have a pet-free, lint-free home. I am going to put some of this tape on my pants for a few times, just so that way it picks up some of the fabric, so it's not as sticky. And then put that up top here. All right, so I'm going to lightly, I'm use my H pencil. I'm going to still draw out the box shape, of the head. And then, okay, and then slowly, because I can build up from the initial drawing here. Actually, I'm going to readjust a few things here while I'm doing that. And I'm just going to rough this horn in here. And then here. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I want to have an idea of what I'm looking at here. Trying to think what else I need to, well, I'm trying to see what else I need to actually, there, actually this needs to go. I'll adjust that later, so. And I think that's it for the most part. Let me just turn this off, make sure I got everything. All right, looks like we're good to go. So I'm going to take this tape off here. But yeah, I put it on my pants a few times, like did like that a few times on my pants, so that way I can pick up some of the fabric and take away some of the stickiness, so that way it doesn't leave, hopefully it doesn't leave any residue on the paper. That's the point behind that. So I'm still going to keep this piece of paper for reference just in case I need it. And I still have my picture up on my iPad. Sorry, boom, there we go, taking that out. All right, let's unplug everything. And I'm gonna go in closer so you guys can see it better. And this is going to be a series. This is going to probably be a long series because of how I want to try to do this picture. I'm sorry, I'm kind of adjust this so you guys can actually see. You guys can actually see what's going on here. There we go. All right. All right, so let's start with, where should we start first? I guess we'll start here. Actually, I forgot to do the freaking nose. That's what I forgot to do. That's okay. All right, so let me see here. All right. The nose may or may not stay there. We'll come back to it later, but let's go ahead and start working on maybe the horn. So I'm going to be using a kneaded eraser to lightly blow these pencils back. Let me see here. All right, so let me see. I guess I'll go in closer for you guys to actually see what I'm working on per part. I'm sorry guys, there's not really much for me to say here because I'm actually just kind of drawing. Maybe at some point I'll kind of either speed this up or have something to try to talk to you guys about. I don't want to use the kneaded eraser too much as I do this line work, because I have noticed with the kneaded eraser, it does leave somewhat of a residue if you continue to use it over and over again. Like, I don't know. I noticed that when I did the heart illustration, which I think I might sell that soon. Try to make some extra funds. I might sell that. So I'm trying to pull up. Actually, let me get my glove out too, just so that way I'm not putting my hand. Well, actually, let me get a piece of tracing paper, so I'm not putting my like oils and stuff, like the hand, like the natural oils and stuff on the paper. So I'm going to use a tracing paper so that way you guys can actually see through if needed. And here. And then looking at the head of the rhinos to kind of see, because surprisingly they do have like this nice slope on the front before it goes back up. But I don't want to take full inspiration like of the rhino. I'm going to leave that there because I want this to roll back evenly. Let's continue to work on this area up in the front. And I mean, technically this dragon could be a herbivore or a carnivore. Now, when you think of a dragon, you think of carnivore, but this definitely has I think like a herbivore feel to it, I guess. The way the nose is, or the face is, I think. I feel like carnivores, they have like a more pointier face, but not technically, because you have like lions and stuff like that, where their face is more, it seems more square-like. So, let me back this up some. Boom. There we go. We got that jaw here. I'm going to erase this just so I can make this maybe a little bit smoother. Okay. I do want to make a book I would love to make a book later on with like a like a world building project where like the majority of the creatures are like creatures inspired, like combinations inspired of what we currently have in our world, but also with a hint of like dragons to them, or the majority having like this dragon-esque style to them. Okay. I think I'm gonna work on the nostril area. I'm trying to figure out, I could put it here. I kind of want to put it here further back, but I'm trying to look at the animals that I'm seeing here. And they seem to have them really fairly close up at the front, so like right there, maybe a little bit bigger. So there's that. All right, so I want the nostril to be kind of big because this is a creature that I'm imagining that's like very stout and stocky, like kind of like a rhino or like a bull, where it's just like this huge mass, but like the feet are thick, like the legs are thicker, kind of like a rhino, like where it's just this huge creature who you would afraid would trample you or spear you with its horn that it's got in the front. And maybe like maybe this is like a younger, like a male, maybe, or maybe I don't know, because you can always change it where like it doesn't have to be confined to like stuff like, because you know you might have like the males that are normally competing for the females, but maybe it's a situation where the women, the female ant creatures, are more dominant, and you have the women who fight, and so they butt heads to defend their territory. Maybe the women or the females are the more dominant ones in their society, kind of like how you have hyenas. The females, I'm pretty sure, are like the leaders of the pack. It's not the males. Just kind of slightly color that in. So let's see what we got going on here. I'm gonna work on the horn. Actually, let me work on the eye, actually. Let me see. Let me see here. And I'm not going to be too concerned about the eye as far as trying to make it look realistic, I'll say, or like a creature eye, but I do like the wrinkles and the folds that you see around like the eyes of like a rhino or whatever. So I do want to add some of those in here. And then because then maybe here this dark, actually let me erase that. It's a dark area here, like here, and then maybe here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good to me. So let me see. Let me see here. Okay, it's not bad. Where's my, sorry guys, I'm trying to put my chapstick out here. All right. All right, so got the eye. Not touch the word. I'm really just trying to focus on the outlining here. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. Inbox. Sorry guys, you're gonna have to give me a second. Sorry guys, give me a sec. Sorry guys. All right. All right. Just the light or the angle here. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll probably keep these drawing sessions to like an hour. I think that will be beneficial because I feel like it won't be overwhelming to you guys. It won't be overwhelming to me. I'm gonna probably draw these horns huge. I do want them like ram horns. I'm gonna actually bring this up more. And then I'm going to, there we go. Actually, no, I do want to keep that, I'm going to probably bring it up and then curve in because I do like that look. As if it's growing out, and then I'm going to probably I'll define the skull more, or the horn more, because I want to give it like some lumps and stuff like that in it. I'm gonna go here. And I wanted to like twist and turn with the horns too. No. You guys are going to see me twist and turn my paper, so that way it is more beneficial for me to actually draw what I need to draw. Let me see. I'm gonna circle it, and then I'll carve in and add to the shape of the skull or the horns. I think that's gonna be better for me. So I'm going to add this here. So I'm going to go here. I'm probably... Alright, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here and go here for the other horn. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start erasing the inside here. Alright, I want to use my, I'm going to have to wear my glove on this one because I don't want to use my hands because the oils, and I don't have the, my little art brush. I don't have that on me right now, so this is what I'm working with here. There we go. Alright, I think we're going to end it right now. We're at the 50-minute mark. I think this is a good stopping area. Almost done with the line work, and then we're going to actually start getting into, well, no, so I need to finish this, and then back here, and then from there we'll go into actually slowly starting to render and build this bad boy up. So thank you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.